Hi, I'm Celia. I am a dreamer, dream researcher, and dream coach, and coming on here today to share a message from a dream. This message very well could be for you if it is finding you on this glorious day. Okay. And we have Frankie joining us today. So last night in my dream, I am looking at a phone, I believe. Looking at videos and pictures of an apartment. So when I was in a car accident, the beginning of my dark night of the soul in 2021, I was living in a condo renting from my friend. And in this dream, I am again going to be renting a place from that same person. And in the dream, it's showing a lot of similarities to the arrangement of me renting from her. So, however, in the dream, this place that I'm looking at renting from her is huge. It is a major upgrade from what I was living in before, which was also nice. But this is has multiple pools. It's on a waterfront, so probably the ocean. So as I'm watching, I'm with a friend, and I'm showing her the spot that I'm probably going to rent. And this is pictures and videos from the past. Well, the family that used to live there, or whomever used to live there, it's showing that the property was hit by a really bad storm. There was lots of destruction. Here, I see one lady thrown into the wall and she hits her head. And then there's a message that is given after this. So when I was in the car accident at the beginning of my dark night of the soul, and I was simultaneously living in this particular rental from this particular person, one of my injuries was a head injury. And I feel like this dream is showing how there was a storm. While I was living in that place, there was a storm in my life. Dark Night of the Soul came in and just absolute chaos, as a Dark Night of the Soul is, a lot of things are taken away from you or come to an end or are shifted. Relationships end, jobs end, you have a health crisis, all the things. So I feel like that storm was showing the chaos in my life at that time. Also, the way that I got that particular rental was very magical. It was very divine because I wasn't looking for a place, but I was wanting a new place. And it was just presented to me through a friend. And it ended up being amazing because she let me redo, the bathroom and pretty much anything in the unit, and made it kind of like fairy tale princess land. Like it was really dreamy. I got to just be the creator of the space. She was an incredible landlord. Well, so now here she is again in this dream. And this makes me think, because I'm not currently looking for a new place to live, but I do know that eventually I will be relocating, and the fact that it showed her as this little angel messenger of here's the new place to live. In the dream, it was talking about how the price will be perfectly what you can pay, it's going to be fine. And it's going to be even, having gone through just a really insane struggle through the dark night of the soul. Like, you're gonna, yes, everything there was so much destruction, and you hit your head. And coming back from that was like super challenging. And, but ultimately, like, you're going to be looking at a new spot, and it's going to be amazing. Like maybe, I mean, definitely in my manifestation that I let the universe know about for where I want to live, there is a lot of water going on, you know, in nature, and like a pool, a hot tub. Okay. So also through the dark night of the soul is how I, you know, I had my sacred initiation, you know, really through the darkness into finding the light. And anyhow, right after this, you know, part of the dream I already mentioned, a message comes through. It says there are 18 million aliens on Earth, and their superpower is our emotions. The superpower is our emotions, our different emotions. So I Googled when I woke up, I'm like, are there 18 million aliens on planet Earth? And then there was nothing popped up like that. Sometimes, like, often the dream will tell me something and I look it up and it literally will say that. I'm like, okay. But I think, you know, possibly that's correct, but also possibly it's just showing that there is a really big number of beings who have incarnated here, who are not originally from Earth. I think, you know, nobody knows the truth. We don't know the truth. We just don't know. And the dream shows me that whatever we think we know, we feel like we kind of know the truth. We have assumptions of what could be the truth. Over here, where the truth is actually known, the beings over there, the higher power over there, is looking at us and is like, yeah, they are very much like, they don't know what's going on, because our capacity to know the truth in this state is limited, and there's a huge mystery involved, and that seems to be a truth. That's a truth we can agree on. So 18 million aliens on Earth. So an alien can be a starseed, a light worker, literally just anything that's not originally, you know, from planet Earth. I don't walk around and see aliens. I mean, I don't see non-human looking beings, I should say, other than like dogs, animals. But I do believe that they are present in a different frequency, so they might appear to us as like sparkling light type situation. But the fact that the superpower is our emotions is like, that's, you know, we hear these concepts at different times in our lives, but I guess to just so plainly be told it last night, I mean, I've been told over and over, but it's just like straightforward. The superpower is accessing your emotions. So it's like, for so long, a lot of us try to use logic to create our best life and be our best self. And it turns out the real power is in our ability to feel. And so what the car accident in my dark night of the soul gave me was, through significant suffering, led me to being in touch. First of all, the process was learning to listen to my body. Our bodies are communicating. Every little sensation you feel is a form of communication. And we go through this numbed out society, and it's like, I have a stomachache. Oh, let me take a Tums and just continue the way I'm living. I have a headache. Okay, let me pop a pill and continue the way I'm living and not listening to our body. Every single sensation is communication, wisdom from the body that we can instantly work with to better our lives, to learn to love ourselves more. We are part of a collective consciousness, maybe, and that seems to be a truth. And ultimately, it's love. It's the energy of love. And so until we learn to love ourselves beyond what we could even imagine originally, we're really just in a loop of struggling. So our superpower is our emotions. So I had a dream, and it was saying how, like, for manifestation, okay, I want to manifest this, for example, whatever this thing is. So right now, right here in waking life or in a dream, if you're lucid or whatever, you need to access the feeling of that 80%. And that will shift your energy. That will be the key to unlock, to magnetizing it to you. But that also goes for difficult emotions. Our society, it's like, let's numb out, let's ignore, let's avoid, let's stay busy. All of these, there's infinite ways to avoid feeling, because we all just want to feel good. But the human experience seems to be maybe about feeling our emotions, and we keep our energy channels clear by actually feeling the emotions. So the negative emotion, it's not negative, they're all happening for you, but the uncomfortable emotions, it's like we need to allow ourselves to at least feel those emotions 80% as well, for them to be able to move through and transmute. So if you're going to stay in a super low vibe spot, and you're not doing actively co-creating with this creation to move through it, like you're being a victim and you're staying stuck. If you're being a victim and staying stuck, you're going to magnetize more opportunities to be a victim and stay stuck and suffer. So I just think it can be difficult to comprehend the concept that our superpower is our emotions, but it is also so epic to think we've had it all along. And at night in our dreams, we have opportunities where we have waves of feeling coming through. We have unlimited opportunities to work with our feelings with that superpower. Okay, so second message that came through 5 hours later.